frontier model released in one day. So GPT 5.3 and Opus 4.6. Today we are going to compare both in different categories. They're also beefing over the ads on the Super Bowl and the ads in the Chat GPT. So they have this controversy going on, and you can see both released their frontier model on the same day. So now we are going to test that out here. So let's get started. First, we are going to create a simple game in HTML, CSS, JSS, which is a snake game. Here on the left, you can see there's a Claude Code, and on the right, it's a Codex app from the OpenAI, and the new model is 5.3 Codex. Both the model are released only for one purpose, that is coding task and also complex problem solving, which we are going to cover in this. So let's get started. Here is the prompt that I use. Simple prompt, as you can see on the left, on the right. And the Opus 4.6 is selected. Okay, so Claude Code is done, and there's a few things that I want to call that. It has this self-verification inbuilt. It even created a game.test.js to test the JS functionality, and the GPT 5.3 is still working on. And let's see what Claude has done for us. Okay, game over, try again. Let's see, play a bit. There you go. Okay, the score is getting updated. That's great. Everything is great. So it also said WS, yeah. It's also working. Space to pause. Yes, it's also working. So let's just kill it, and game over. The score is 7. So this is from the Claude Opus 4.6, and let's wait for 5.3. And it also had this test as well, as you can see here. So it's also testing its JS, if it's working correctly or not. Let's see the outcome of it. And it's done. So it also have the manual verification checklist as well, just like same as this. So let's go here. Okay, let's just run. Let's just play. So game over. The score is still nil. Let's go click on restart. Score is getting incremental, as you can see. The speed is also getting increased. Game over. For user experience, I would say GPT 5.3 is better because it also increment the speed once the snake eats something. So that is also part of the original game. I think it's better than the Opus one. Even the Opus one has its own merit. That, for example, this pop-up play again, intuitive interface as well. Whenever it eats something like this, the speed gets slow. It's actually opposite for GPT 5.3. So I give it a point to GPT 5.3 for this. So let's go ahead to the next, which is debugging. I have this Python 5, which I'm going to mention that, and let's see how it's going to tackle that bug. Create a new thread, select that file, and let's paste our prompt. Debug this, identify all bugs and explain why they occur, and provide a corrected version with explanation. Let's paste both and see if they both are going to identify it. So Opus 4.6 is done. I've already read that the file. Let me analyze all bug analysis. So here are the list of bugs. It was 18. Here are the bugs that I found in Min 24. Duplicate storage also in the add task. So no input validation, it was also there, and get user task. So these are the things that I remember, but I didn't know that this has that much of bugs that it in. It says all fixed and running clearly. Here's the summary of the key changes. Let's run. Task completed, true. Do task 2. Okay. At least completion rate is this. Okay. So everything is working what our Python is all about. So this should be the output, which wasn't before, and it's fixed. Let's see what it's created. It's actually very fast if we compare to the Codex one. Running all checks pass, including the original failure file. It also edited the main.py, and it deleted the entire code. It was around 144 of lines, and it added its own. The full patch is in place. I'm running this for the checks. All checks are running here. Big bugs fixed. Check our file here. Run that. Python 3 main UI. Task complete, true. Overdue tasks. Remove duplicates. This is not what I want. Remove duplicates are 0, but it should be the 2. The thing is, it didn't correct that. It just rewrite all the code by itself. So that's why it's giving me another file that I don't actually want. So I give it a thumbs up to the Opus 4.6 here. I just wanted it to fix mine, because the output of what my Python should be is totally changed with its own. So that's why I give it Opus 4.6 a point here. Now let's do the front end test. And for this, I'm going to use my front end UI builder prompt from promptslab.com if you want to check that out. And there, if you open that, it has detailed prompt from the UI style and aesthetic. It will give you also a example, the type of you want to build the project, and you have to go ahead and edit each part of it. So it's actually very detailed prompt that I crafted in detail. So go and check that out. I want to create a SaaS analytics dashboard with the following specification. I give it a name like data flow analytics, a purpose, real-time business metrics dashboard, and the target audience and the primary, and also the design system. So I just want a modern minimalistic with subtle glass accents, color palettes, and typography to use. I want to use the Inter for this, and also the font styles with the font sizing as well, and the color palettes, the neutral colors, the semantic colors, animation interaction, everything is listed down here. So let's go ahead and click on the code and start building it. Okay, so Claude Code is done. And as you can see, it shows me everything that I wanted: components, data, hooks, animation, everything else here. So let's go to that folder and open that new folder. Let's install dependencies. Now npm run build. Let's build that. And there you go. So it's had a nice animation on load. So everything is great. Data is for 720 day and year. It's starting from Jan, and that's actually looks good on over. As you can see, the user experience is great. So there is a drop down is working, there's a notification, the top products are here, nice data graph, there's export button, and this is quite nice. So this is what I wanted for my front-end UI design, just clean and minimal. So that's what it is. And GPT 5.3 is also done. So let's install the dependencies. So it's also there. Okay, I think there. So there you go. So the reset now, if you compared both, the reset activities on the right is minimal. I don't like that much, but the card system is also not working. And also not working. So it must have working, and because I've specifically told that in my prompt, and it let me reload. Okay, so this has animation, great. So let's go to the ear one. So it has this also nice user experience. They both are actually on top. The recent activity one is bad because I just wanted to be here like the Claude one, like here. It's nicely integrated into our dashboard, which sadly not that much here. And metrics that covered the whole width of our content, and here it's covered the width of content, but it gave a recent activity of canvas. And also the trend, as you can see, trend shows just the line chart, but it doesn't have that comparison metrics. For example, the change metrics, which I wanted, it didn't add that. So there's points that I don't like about it. But if you see, this is more production ready front-end UI. So I give it Opus 4.6, a better point than the GPT 5.3 one. Now coming forward to the next, this is my favorite part because I've been writing this particular prompt for half an hour, and I think you are going to love it because we are going to create a whole app using this particular prompt. So here is a prompt that is design and architect production grade URL shortener service, similar to which I've given as a information, and I've given each and everything in detail. I will put this prompt in the description. You can check that out. And so I just give business requirement, which is should be the production level. And there is a system design requirement. It will tell you about all the color palettes to be used. Database schema design. As you can see, the URL table I have described, the users table described, analytics clicks table as described. So there's additional tables as well. We are building enterprise level software. We need to implement API design to integrate with the tools. I have described what type of API should be implemented such that the user can have that API access, or even there is a system architecture here. I've already told about the caching layer, application layer, and the load balancing layer, and there's scaling strategies to implement that. So I use ChatGPT to write that for me, the scaling strategy. There's a performance optimization, there's a reliability and fault tolerance, which the AI actually know how to implement that. So that's why I've used this. And there is the cost optimization just for the user end to estimate the cost for 1 million requests per second, load balancing, capacity planning, and deliverables. So it's about what it needs to deliver is the architecture diagram, architecture, database, API schema, and all of this. Now, 99% of users don't get what they want is because they do not include these criteria, which I'm going to tell you about. This is the pro level. This is what I teach in my promptslab.com. And so there is an evaluation criteria. Once your AI done developing or in the production developing website, so this is about the evaluation step that you need to include. For example, it gives the assumption to as you are developing an app that must be scalable enough to have 100 million new URLs created per month, So this is the assumption. Constraint is I don't have that much budget. For example, budget is about this per month for 1 million requests per second. So you have to optimize our app for this. Valuation criteria should be on the basis of 8 things: correctness, scalability, performance. You can go ahead and see this. But this is a huge prompt that you can always use while developing your app. This is what we internally use. So I'm giving it away for free. Do check out in the description box. Let me just copy and paste that to both of the agents. But before, let me clear the directories here. So let's go clear the directories here, move to the trash. It might take a lot of time to create it. Let's see what first draft they give to us. I won't be iterating that because it will take more time. It will take 24 hours, 48 hours. I just want to see what first draft or first MVP would be. So that's what we are going to evaluate with this. So let's go here, create a new thread on Claude Code, new session, and let me just type that out. Click on code, let's it run. So same way here, let me create a new thread, just paste that out here. So let it complete, and once it complete, okay, so GPT 5.3 Codex is done. You can see it has demo users also enabled, for example, free, pro, and enterprise. On the left side, you can see I have hit my limit. It will reset around 1 hour 25 minutes. It has the extra usage enabled. I think we can simply go ahead. Let's continue. Yeah, it's now continuing. So we will talk about that later. Let's see what GPT 5.3 has for us. This is very disappointing, to be honest. It has the access or login sign up page in the same page of creating links and analysis, managing everything in one page. This is disappointing, to be honest. Or localhost or custom domain. So let's add localhost. We need to click on generate. It's redirecting. So let's see if it's counting that analytics. So yeah. So it's counting that analytics. It even created a QR code. Functioning is working fine. Let's see if a bulk job is working perfectly. Done, and it's just giving me a JSON which is not that user friendly, to be honest, and I don't think this is going to work anyway. I wanted a full app, and now I don't think. It's just created a sample architecture. Very disappointing from Codex 5.3. Let's see what Claude has for us. Okay, Claude is done, and you can see here how much it actually consumed. Let me refresh this. It spent another $12.46 on completing that app. Here is the app. There's a web API and the help. Going forward to this login, open this link, and let me grab the demo login here, which is this. Demo1234 is a password. Demo1234. The difference between the GPT 5.3 one and this one, because it wrapped this up first with the login and sign up, not with all the functionality in that single page. So let's click on login and click on close. There you go. And there's a bunch of already written short URL, and it's a very simple URL for a starting plan. That's great. Let's add some URL here. For example, this. Click on shorten. There you go. This is a short URL. Let me go here. Okay, so it's working. There's no analysis here. Total number of URLs, total clicks is 1, and let's refresh. Yeah, 2. So it's working. Main thing is working, and if we iterate more, it will add more functionality to it. So this is just the demo user setting, that's it, and it needs more development once we go on and on again. So anyway, so this is far better app if we compare that to the ChatGPT one, and it also has the health page. Status is healthy, and the service shortener all in one. That is already working right now. So only thing that is missing is the analysis page, because it added everything at the backend. It only created some pages just to show you how this app is going to work. So within few hours, these are the tests that I've conducted. Obviously, Opus 4.6 wins here out of the 4 tests we have done. What do you think about it? In agentic coding, Opus 4.6 is way better. Let me show you one more thing, that it deploys multiple agents while it working on it. For example, here, while it was rebuilding at backend, so there is all 7 agents are actively working. So whatever you see here is the team leader, and it deploy multiple agents at parallel to start working on our app. A new agent team is all about the Claude agent team. The 7 agents are actively working on this project. After a while, it says good progress, core libraries. These libraries are done. Still waiting on these agents to complete that. This is the power of Opus 4.6. So this is it. This is the review from me. What do you think about it? Let me know in the comment box. And I hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next video, and bye-bye.